mistake a lot of people make when submitting applications and going on a application frenzy. Um, and it's applying for too many things when they're not ready. So this is what happens when you start to apply for too many products when you're not in position, right? You're going to get denied. Okay. And a common something that happens often is when you're not in position, you just literally start to shotgun your application to all these different places in hopes that someone will accept your application, right? And we're talking about, in particular, when you're trying to get more credit, whether it's a line of credit, a business loan, a business credit card. And what we want to do is be strategic in how we go about applying for these different products, whether it's on your personal or on the business side. Another byproduct of applying for too many different products in a short period of time is that you end up with all of these hard inquiries all over your credit report. And people don't realize that once you hit like 4 or 5 hard inquiries, especially when we're talking about credit cards, banks will deny you solely on hard inquiries alone. Like you can literally have an 805, and if you have about 7 or 8 hard inquiries on your profile, they will still deny you, even with a high credit score. This is one of the reasons why we say that credit scores alone do not matter. It's also about what's on your credit report. You want to make sure, and this is something we're going to talk about in the training on November 17th. You want to make sure that you're keeping those inquiries low. You don't want to be out here just shotgunning your credit to all these different companies, having people just pull your credit recklessly, and then you end up with a bunch of denials. Every time your credit is pulled, your credit score drops about 5 to 10 points. So if you're going from bank to bank to bank, constantly getting denied, and you're thinking, oh, if I just keep putting in applications, someone will eventually approve me. Unfortunately, that's not right. Because I've done that before where I just kind of was just applying all willy-nilly, and I didn't have my application, I call it application spree, structured properly. And when you don't have your application spree structured properly, it turns into an application frenzy. And you just throwing it out there at whomever. Maybe you get an approval, maybe you'll get a denial. But now you still have all of these inquiries stacked up. And after about 6 or 7 inquiries, it don't matter how good your credit score look. If it showed that you got like 8 inquiries in a week, you are automatically getting denied. Like Chase is not rocking with you. They automatically going to be like, well, why do you have so many inquiries? We don't understand. Like, no, like denied. Um, and so that's a rookie mistake that so many people make. You think that by applying for more, you are increasing your chances of getting an approval. It makes sense on paper, right? If we were playing the lottery and it was like a guessing game or it was like some kind of gambling situation, yeah, the more you roll, the higher your chances are of hitting, right? But it's not like that in credit. In credit, you want to go for those guaranteed wins, and you can actually ensure those guaranteed wins by reaching out to reaching out to the lenders and actually asking them what are their requirements, right? What credit score do they require? Is there a debt to income ratio that they like? Is there a credit utilization number that they like? How many hard pulls do they like to see? These are different things that they want to that you want to know prior to applying, so you're not applying blindly and you don't end up hurting yourself by having way too many inquiries on your credit report. Then that's one more obstacle you have to overcome before you go out and get funding. So, what we're actually going to be talking about next Friday on the 17th is how to remove all of these inquiries. You may have seen, being able to remove hard inquiries from Experian within 24 hours. That is 100% accurate. But guess what? You can also remove inquiries from TransUnion and Equifax quickly within 24 hours or even 72 hours, right? I will actually go over and show you how you can do that. You can also call them just like you call Experian. But just in case they tell you, nah, we can't do it over the phone, there is another way. Okay. So once you start racking up these inquiries, okay, there's also another strategy where you can actually begin to remove the inquiries as you get approved. So instead of just going through your application frenzy because it wasn't planned out, and now you're just getting denied because you have too many inquiries on your credit report, you can actually map it out to where once you learn how to remove your inquiries, you can have a day of applying and then a day of deleting inquiries. And you can alternate. Some of these banks, you can call or submit your application online, get approved that day, get all your confirmations, and then that very same day, go ahead, pick up the phone, call TransUnion, Equifax, Experian, whoever, and have those inquiries wiped away. Right? So this is just part of how you can be strategic and turn a application frenzy into an application spree. And you can be strategic and keep allowing yourself to keep getting approvals as you go out for funding. Okay. So we're going to be covering all of these methods coming up in the training. The training is going to be November 17th at 7 p.m. It's 100% free. You can either click the link in the description in the video if you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook. On Instagram, you can just DM me 700 and the link will be sent out to you. Right. So it's super important that we ensure that we keep things organized and consistent so we can maximize this funding, y'all. Don't make the rookie mistake of gathering too many hard inquiries on your credit report. You want to make sure that you're able to get those things removed you want to make sure you get those hard inquiries removed before you do any additional funding. I would say at max, if you already have inquiries on your credit report, I would say at max, you don't want to show more than 4 hard inquiries at any given time. Anything over 4 is like you're creeping into that automatic denial space. Okay. A company like Chase, for instance, they don't, if you have more than 5 new credit cards in 2 years, they are automatically denying you for their cards. Automatically. Even if it's with a business card, even or a personal card, if you got 5 new credit cards showing up on your personal credit report, they're automatically going to deny you. Now, there's a workaround. You can go into branch in some instances and apply through a business relationship manager, but even that's not 100%. I know some people who went through a business relation manager and they were still denied because they were over the 524, right? So you want to understand the rules of the game and the rules of each and every bank, and don't count on any kind of loophole you may have heard about or learned about, because like anything else, loopholes open and loopholes close all the time. So just wanted to share that with you all. Make sure that whether you come to the training or not, make sure that you keep a handle, keep control over those hard inquiries. All right. You don't want to shoot yourself in the foot by having too many hard inquiries on your credit report before you go for funding. Okay. So remember, if you're looking to go for funding, keep those hard inquiries under 4. Anything 4 or more, you're getting into dangerous territory. Okay. So tap in with me November 17th, 7 p.m. It's going to be a free credit repair training. So if you have way too many hard inquiries, we're going to go through how to get rid of those. Late payments, we're going to talk about how to reverse some of those. Even high utilization, to give you some tips and tricks on how to hide your high utilization. All right. So that information, again, you could just text 700 to 240-667-7460, or you can click the links to register in the description of the video. In the meantime, y'all have a great one. Enjoy your weekend. Peace.